this is Humblehus. We'll be making this headband with lots of little bows. What you will need is 2 different colors of yarn. I happen to have the Capri by Loops and Threads crochet hook. I'm going to be using a 5mm hook size, scissors, and a yarn needle. To start making these bows, begin with a magic ring. So put the yarn that's coming from the skein, that's the one that needs to be around your hand, and make a loop like this. So the loose end has to be behind this string, and hold it with your thumb and your middle finger. Then insert your hook. You're gonna pull on that string like that. Turn it so you have a loop, and then grab the other yarn and pull it through. And there you have your magic ring. Now chain 3. That. Now we're going to do trebles. It means you're going to yarn over twice on your hook, then insert your hook into the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Let me show you that again. Yarn over twice, insert your hook, yarn over, so you're putting it into the ring, okay? Like that, so you have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. We're going to do this a total of 5 times. So you have the beginning chain, and then you do 5 of these trebles. You have 5. Now we will chain 3 again. Now you insert your hook into the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull that loop through the one on your hook. Okay, that's a slip stitch. Now we're going to do another slip stitch where you pull that yarn and pull it through that loop again that's on your hook. Now chain 3 again and repeat 5 trebles. Now chain 3 again. So you see that makes you have a total of 7. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this chain makes 7. Now do a slip stitch again into the ring, and that's it. You have your 2 parts. Now pull on this end to start closing off the ring. And we're going to cut off this part, so you want to leave about 12 inches of string, and take out your crochet hook, and this one we will pull that. Now close off the ring with this end, just pull tight on it. Now take the long string, go around the bow. I go around 12 times. Just kind of start shaping it. "12 times I went around it. Now turn it around and make a knot on the back. Like that. I do 3 knots in total. Make 3 of these bows, no matter what size you're making it, so whether it's for for 0 to 3 months or 3 to 6 months. Thread in these loose ends. I put both of them through the needle, and then I go in between these spaces, and then I go back through some of these spaces, cut off the yarn. Now take the other yarn that you'll be using, whatever color you're using, and on each bow, so you have the chain of 3, and then you have the 5 trebles, and then the other chain of 3. So on the 3rd treble, which is right here in the middle, 1, 2, 3, you will insert your hook through the back loop only. There's 2 loops on each side, as you can see. You're only going to go through that back one. Grab your new yarn, pull it through, and chain 1. Now we're going to make a chain, and I have 36 chains going down, and on our way back you would normally just single crochet into these loops, but we're going to flip the chains, and you have these loops back here. You see them? So right there, that's the loop that you're going to do a single crochet into. See that? Go in there, and then yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Going to go all the way back. See how it gives it a little bit of a different look? Now I'm back here. This chain measures about 6 inches, and since I had 36 going down, then I will have 35 coming back up. You always have one less than what you started with, and this is that stitch, that very first one that we went into. Now we will do a single crochet into the next stitch. Also in the back loop, so that's that next treble. And then go on to the next one in the back loop, and another one. So we came back, and then we did 1, 2, and 3. Didn't count this one since we had already gone in there with our chain, and now we will chain 5. We will come across, and we want the top of that first chain. Just make sure you don't get confused with the stitch for the treble, because it's easy to think this was the top of the chain, but it's actually that top of that treble. So go into that stitch right there, do your single crochet, also the back loop, and then into that next one, that's the top of that first treble. Then the next one, that's the second treble after, so when I say the second after the chain. And then this is the third treble, which is the one that where we will stop, and then we will chain 1. Now take the next bow, again find that third treble, so make sure this is the back, just make sure you have the right side. 1, 2, and 3, this is that third treble, the back loop. We'll go in there and do a single crochet, just like that, and keep going and do the single crochets into the next 2 of the trebles, and then on the top of the chain. Now chain 5 again, Go across to the top of that chain, which is right here. Do your single crochet again, so 1, 2, 3, and into this 4th one, do your single crochet, and now chain 1, grab your last ribbon, so that's the back of the ribbon, this is the front, and again find that 3rd treble, so that middle treble, 1, 2, and 3, do a single crochet again into that back loop, then 1, 2, and into the top of that chain, chain 5 again, and go across to that top chain and do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right. And now we will do the next tie. That means we have to make 36 chains again. We will then turn our chain and work into those back loops like we did on the other side and go all the way back up. I am back up here after 35 single crochets. Now again we do our first single crochet into this next stitch, that treble, and then another one into the next stitch, and another one right here at the top of that chain. Now we will chain 5 again and find the top of that chain, do your single crochet into the next one, 2, 3, and this is where that middle one, we will do a single crochet in there as well. And you will chain 1 again, then go across and do a single crochet into that same stitch as the other one. So do you see it leaves that space in between? And continue. We are back over here, do that last single crochet in there. Now we're going to switch colors. First we will make a slip stitch into this first stitch. Make a slip stitch, close that off, grab the other yarn, make a loop, pull it through, pull on that old color. Now insert your hook into the same stitch, do a single crochet, and then keep going along the chain, all single crochets. And by the way, you can cut off this the old color. Once you've reached the bottom of this tie, you get to this last stitch. Into that last stitch we want to round it off, so we will do another single crochet. There you have it. And then you can go as usual into the next stitch, come all the way back up again. See, that just gives it a nice round shape. Okay, there's your string or your tie. You're back up here. We won't go into the front of the loops or anything like that. We are basically going to turn, so flip it towards you, and you see this back part right there, and then when you get to the chains you can see it also. That's where you will do your single crochets into. So let me show you. We'll start right here. There's one. Now into this one, right there. Now we're going to go into, remember that chain of 1 that we did? That's that back part. That's what we're going to do all the way to the other end. Keep working the single crochets into that back loop. Here we are at the other tie. So I finished that last one in the back loop, and then as on the other side, we'll just go regularly into each stitch and do your single crochets all the way down. And then when you get to the bottom of this tie, remember to do 2 single crochets to round it, and then come back up and then do the same on this side as you did at the top. I will meet you when you're done, when you're over here. Now that we're back on this end, you've done all the ones in the back, we will slip stitch with this first stitch over here. Now you can cut off your yarn, and I like to pull it through like this. Take your yarn needle, and all we have to do now is thread in these loose ends, and we're done. And just go back and forth and thread it in. Perfect for the summer. Cute headband, and the nice thing about it is that you can tie it in the back so it fits almost any head size. That is it for today. Thank you for joining me. Hope you had fun. Please subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Humblehus. Tag me with your work. You know I would love to see what you're doing. And join me next time here at Humblehus. Bye!